Alright, so I'm going to be doing some Herculiner on my truck bed. I figured I would videotape this because I was trying to do a lot of research on doing this, and I couldn't find a ton on the internet. Basically, so far though, I've skipped ahead, and I've already started this. What I've done is I've roughed up the entire bed. Herculiner will come with a like a green Brillo pad. I honestly didn't even use that. In order for this product to get a good bond, you got to get rid of the clear coat, and I just wanted to make sure I was going to have as good a bond as possible. So I actually used 220 grit sandpaper for a lot of it. I used my Orbital sander, and then some of the nooks and crannies that I couldn't get with that, I used just my drill with that wire brush attachment. I see a few spots I've got to get up there, so I'm going to have to touch that up real fast. But basically right now where I'm at, I'm going to touch up these few spots that I can see. I just blew it off with the blower. I'm going to touch up these few spots, and then I'm going to wash it out, dry it, and then tape everything off. So, alright, so I touched up those few areas that I thought need a little extra work. I'm going to go ahead and wash this down. I'm going to use Dawn dish soap and just water, and then afterwards I'm going to dry it off with the blower. Alright, so I went ahead and I blew it out with the electric blower, and as I was doing that, I kind of revealed some spots that probably need to be touched up a little. So I'm actually going to use the Brillo pad that's included with the kit, just for ease. I don't want to have to wash it all down again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with the Brillo pad in the spots that need it, and then I'm going to use Acetone. Alright, so I've got everything taped. I might have done a little overkill on my tape job with the plastic, but I figure I go overkill and I won't have anything to regret at the end. So this is what I got going on right here. From other paintings in the house and stuff like that, I've learned that the tape up is super important, because that really is what gives you your clean lines. So I tried to do my best in taping this up, because I know that'll definitely affect my finished product here. Also, this is gonna be the gun that I'm using, Aero Pro. It's just some like $30 undercoating gun that I got off Amazon. Alright, so I got my Herculiner right here. I'm gonna actually thin it a little bit with some Xylol. I'm not gonna use a lot. I just want to make sure that it sprays well through this gun. Alright, the fumes died down enough to where I can get closer to it without my mask on. It looks pretty good. I'm really struggling with like stuff falling in here. I guess I could have waited till summer, but it is what it is. It's a truck bed. It's gonna get fucked up anyways. And with the beauty of this Herculiner, I can just respray it. But this is the first coat so far. I see a few spots showing through. It's definitely a light coat. It's gonna need another like this. I didn't get that from a very good angle. I needed to fix that next time. So I am definitely happy. I was walking around. I'm definitely happy that I went overkill on this, because I see overspray right here. I mean, I don't know how it got there, but there's overspray on the side of this vehicle, like right there. It's hard to see on this camera, but I figure I could take this time too to talk a little bit about this gun, the Aero Pro. It definitely got it messy when I was trying to refill it. It's one of the downfalls is it's got a very small canister right there. But I will say, I think I 2.5 did my first coat, and then that was about half my gallon container. Here's kind of this is where I tested it right before I went and started spraying it, just to set my PSI. My PSI is actually at, like, 65-ish. Yeah. So that seemed to be a good pressure for me. My air compressor, it had to keep refilling as I was going. It's a smaller one, but it kept up. But this is kind of the general spray of it. It comes out in like splatters almost, and you just kind of hold it in an area for a few seconds, and it fills up that area, and then you got to move it along. It's not pretty, but this stuff is, it's pretty thick material. So it's got all these like little rubber granules in it. So all right, this is my second and final coat. I think it went on pretty thick. Some areas I definitely oversprayed, like you probably see it right there, right by the wheel well. I oversprayed that big time, because pretty much all of it drips down from there. But what I did is, as this stuff was getting kind of tacky, I would go with the actual foam roller that they gave me in the kit, and I would just roll over, and it gave it a nice texture. I think it kind of fixed some of those overspray spots, and where it just kind of pulled up. But yeah, definitely happy with my excessive tarping and taping. Goodness, that spray gun, while it's effective at getting that texture, man, does it just spew it everywhere. It's an undercoat gun, so it's got to be able to push all that stuff out. But man, it sent it. But yeah, I think it came out well. All right, here's the finished product. Definitely a little thick in some areas, but I'm happy with it. Some tips I would say for this is good respirator. Definitely take your time in the prep work. Make sure everything's scuffed up, no clear coat, can't adhere to clear coat. If you use